Hello students, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So what is the first thing to do? First we'll discuss the homework problems. Okay? The first one is round off each of the following to the nearest 100. Do you remember how we did this, children? Yes. For rounding off to the nearest 100, we should look at the number in tens place. It is 8. It is greater than 5. So we add 1 to the number in hundreds place. 6 plus 1 becomes 7 and replace the ones and tens with zeros. So 2687 becomes 2700. Moving on to the second question. 6 is in tens place. It is greater than 5. So we add 1 here, 78, and replace the 2 with zeros. So 7765 becomes 7800. And moving on to the sixth question, 28,481. 8 is in tens place. It is again greater than 5. So we add 1 to the hundreds place. 2, 8. 4 plus 1 becomes 5. And replace the digits in tens and ones places with zeros. So 2841 rounded off to the nearest 100 becomes 28,500. 28,481 becomes 28,500. Now this here becomes 6,000 because here we are having 0. So the numbers remain unchanged. Again here also we are having 0 which is less than 5. So the numbers become, rounded off number becomes 60,700. Is this clear, students? I hope you all got the correct answers. Moving on to the next question. Round off to the nearest 100. What numbers could be estimated as? You remember this, right? This is the rounded off number. We should find out the numbers that could be estimated as 1300. How to do this? What did I say? I asked you to subtract 50 and add 50. 1300 minus 50 becomes 1250. 1300 plus 50 becomes 1350. So the numbers from 1250 till 1349. Do not take the last number, take it after subtracting 1. Yes? So the numbers from 1250 till 1349 when rounded off to the nearest 100 could be estimated as 1300. These 100 numbers, you remember, right? Nearest 100. So we need to give 100 numbers that could be estimated as 1300. Is this clear? Yes. Moving on to the next question. Again 6500 minus 50 plus 50. We have 6450, 6550. So the numbers 6450 till 6549 can be estimated as 6500 when rounded off to the nearest 100. I hope this is clear. Yes. Moving on. Again 20,000 minus 50 plus 50. The numbers from not 20,000, 19,950 till 20,049. 20,049. These 100 numbers can be estimated as 20,000 when rounded off to the nearest 100. As moving on to the next type of question. Round off each of the following numbers to the nearest 1000. Remember, now we have to round out the numbers to nearest thousands. First one here is 9793. For rounding off a number to the nearest thousands, we look at the number in hundreds place. It is 7, that is greater than 5. So we round up. That is, we add 1 to the digit in thousands place. 9 plus 1 becomes 10. And replace the ones, tens and hundreds with zeros. So 9793 when rounded off to the nearest thousands becomes 10,000s. The next question is 2235. Now 2 here is less than 5. So we round down. That means the digit in thousands place remains unchanged. Ones, tens and hundreds are replaced with zeros. So 2235 becomes 2000. The next question 40,386. Now 3 is in hundreds place which is again less than 5. So the digit in thousands place remains unchanged. We write 40 as it is. Now these three digits, ones, tens and hundreds, are replaced with zeros. So 40,386 becomes 40,000. Moving on, here 5 is 5. This is equals to 5. So we round up. 18 becomes 19 and then we add 3 zeros. 18,589 becomes 19,000. Question number 8, 3,18,500. Now again here we have 5. So we round up. Here 3,18,000 becomes 3,19,000 and 3 zeros, 3,19,000. The last question, hopefully, question number 9, 2,45,376. Look at the digit in hundreds place. It is less than 5. So we round down. That is, we leave the digit in thousands place unchanged. We should copy the same numbers. 2, 4, 5. And then replace ones, tens, hundreds with zeros. So 2,45,376 becomes 2,45,000. The last question, 15,65,680. Now 6 is in hundreds place. It is greater than 5. So we add up. That is, we add 1 to the digit in thousands place. 1565 becomes 1566. And now we replace ones, tens and hundreds with zeros. So 15,65,680 becomes 15,66,000. Yes, students? Yes. Now the last questions. What number will be rounded off to each of the following numbers to the nearest thousands? Again, this 4,000 is an estimated number. We have to find out which numbers will be rounded off as 4,000. For tens, we subtracted 5 and added 5. For hundreds, we subtracted 50 and added 50. Now for thousands, we should subtract 500 and add 500 from the given number. Yes? Yes. So our first question is 4,000. So 4,000 minus 500 becomes 39,500. Now 4,000 plus 500 becomes 4,500. So the numbers from 4,000 minus 500 becomes 3,500. 3,500 and 4,500. So the numbers from 3,500 till 4,499 minus 1. Yes, 4,500 minus 1. So the numbers from 3,500 till 4,449. These 1,000 numbers, when rounded off to the nearest thousands, can be estimated as 4,000s. Clear, students? Yes. Moving on to the next question, 68,000. Now here again, 68,000 minus 500 becomes 67,500 and 68,000 plus 500 becomes 68,500. Yes, 68,500. Now the numbers from 67,500 till 68,499. These 1,000 numbers, when rounded off to the nearest thousands, can be estimated as 68,000s. The next question is, give the estimation to the nearest 10, 100 and 1,000. Here a single number will be given which should be estimated to all the three nearest, that is nearest tens, hundreds and thousands. Yes. The first question is 792. Rounding off to the tens. What should we do? Look at the digit in ones. That is 2. It is less than 5. So the digits remain unchanged. 7, 9 and simply replace the digit in ones with 0. Yes. Now 792 rounded off to the nearest hundreds. Look at the digit in tens place. It is 9, that is greater than 5. So we add 1 to the hundreds place. 7 plus 1 becomes 8. 7 plus 1 becomes 8. Now the ones and tens will be replaced with zeros. So 792 becomes 800 when rounded off to the nearest hundreds. Now they are asking us to round off it to the nearest thousands. See, 792, if we look at it, it's nearer to 1000 only. Yes, it is nearer to 1000. When we look at this number which is in hundreds place, it is greater than 5. So we add 1 to the digit in thousands place. In thousands place we are having 0, right? We are having nothing. So 0 plus 1 becomes 1. And when we replace these 3 digits with zeros, it becomes 1000, that is 1000. Understood, students? 792 rounded off as 790, 800 and thousands. The next question is 235. Yes, it is 235, right? Yes, 235. Now first rounding it off to tens. Again, look at the digit in one place. It is equal to 5. So we round up. That is add 1. It becomes 24. And the ones place the digit in ones place becomes 0. The digit in ones place becomes 0. So it will be rounded off as 240. Now next, again the same 235 when rounded off to the nearest hundreds. Now 3 is in tens place. It is less than 5. So we round down. That is, the digit in hundreds place remains unchanged. We write 2 as it is. The digits in ones and tens place will be replaced by zeros. So 235 becomes 200. Now when 235 rounded off to hundreds will be 200. Now when 235 is rounded off to the nearest thousands, nearest what? Thousands. Again, what to do? We look at the number in hundreds place. It is 2, that is less than 5. So what do? We leave the digit in thousands place unchanged. Now in thousands place, what do we have? We have 0, right? So we'll write 0 as it is and then replace the digits in ones, tens and hundreds with zeros. Now if you write 10 or 4 zeros or 8 zeros also, the number will be read as 0 only. So technically this 235 lies between 0 and 1000. Yes, the only 1000 it is. So this first 1000 is very much far away to 235. So technically the answer will become 0 only. When 235 is rounded off to the nearest thousands, the answer will be 0 only because it is very far away from the first multiple of 1000. It is nearer to 0. So the answer will be 0. Yes. The next question, 8265. 8265 when rounded off to the nearest 10. Again 5, this is equals to 5, so we'll round up, that is add 1 to the digit in tens place, 8 to 7, and replace the ones place with 0. So 8270. Now 8265 rounded off to the nearest hundreds. Yes, it is in tens. Look at the digit in tens place, which is 6, that is greater than 5. So again we round up. It becomes 8300. Yes, 8300. 2 plus 1 becomes 3 and replace ones and tens with zeros. Yes. Now 8265 rounded off to the nearest thousands. Look at the digit in hundreds place. It is 2, that is less than 5. So the digit in thousands place will remain unchanged and the digits in ones, tens and hundreds will be replaced with zeros. So 8265 and rounded off to the nearest thousands becomes 8000. Is this clear, students? Yes. The last one, 9852. 9000. Let me check again. Yes, 9852. Again to the nearest tens. 2 less than 5. So round down. That is, the digits remain unchanged. Now again 9852 rounded off to the nearest hundreds. 5. This is equal to 5. So round up. That is add 1. 9900. Now again 9852 rounded off to the nearest thousands. Look at the digit in hundreds place. It is 8 greater than 5. So add 1 to the digits in thousands place. 9 plus 1 becomes 10. Now replace ones, tens and hundreds with zeros. So 9852 when rounded off to the nearest thousands becomes 10,000. Yes students, yes, this was all. Yes students, that was all about our homework problems. Yes, now let us start with today's topic, that is estimating sums and differences. The first question we got here is Mr. Dua owns a sports goods stores. He has 48 tennis rackets on display and another 97 in the storeroom. He wants to estimate how many tennis rackets he has in the stock. Now here he has 48 and 97. Yes, 48 on display and 97 in the storeroom. We are estimating the total number of tennis rackets. Yes, if it was not an estimate, how would we find out? We'll find out by adding 48 plus 97. Yes, but here we are estimating. Now if you look at 48, here the highest place value is tens. Yes, the highest place value is tens, and even in 97 the highest place value is 10. So we'll round off both the numbers to their nearest tens. We'll round off both the numbers to their nearest tens. 48 becomes 50 and 97 becomes 100, right? 97. 7 is greater than 5, so we add 1 to 9. 9 plus 1 becomes 10 and 7 is replaced by zeros. So 48 becomes 50 and 97 becomes 100. Now 100 plus 50 becomes 150. This is that estimate is what can we say, that Mr. Dua has about 150 rackets in stock. Yes, why do we need estimates again? Because estimates makes it easier for calculation. Now 48 plus 97 is a little bit difficult to calculate, but when we say 50 and 100, it is very easy to calculate. Yes, we will get 150. So here we estimated that Mr. Dua has about 150 rackets in stock. We are using the word again about here because this is not the exact figure. This is not the exact figure. This is an estimate only. This was about how to find out the how to estimate the sums. To estimate a sum, you find a number that is near the sum. Yes, 37 nearer to 40, 52. Sorry, this is another question here. To estimate the sum of 37 and 52, you use only tens. Again, 37 and 52. In both the numbers, the highest place value is tens. So we round off both the numbers to their nearest tens only. Now 37 is nearer to 40 and 52 is nearer to 50. So 40 plus 50 becomes 90. 40 plus 50 becomes 90. So the estimated sum of 37 and 52 is 90. Understood students? We first estimate the individual numbers and then find out their sum. This makes us easy. This makes the process of estimating the sums easy. Again, to estimate the sum of 421 and 167. See, 421, 167. Both the numbers have hundreds as their highest place value. So we are estimating both to their nearest hundreds. Yes, both the numbers to their nearest hundreds. Now 421, now 2 here is less than 5, so it is rounded down. 421 becomes 400, and in 161, now 6 is greater than 5, so it is rounded up. 161 becomes 200. Now when we add both these estimates, 400 plus 200 becomes 600. Is this clear students? Depending on their highest place value, we round them. Now in this question we have, in the next question we have 1234 and 796. Here in 1234, 1000 is the highest place value, but in 796, hundreds is the highest place value. Now how will we estimate? We cannot estimate 796 to the nearest 1000, right? I mean we can, but we'll go for estimating both the numbers to their nearest hundreds. Okay, we will go for estimating both the numbers to their nearest hundreds, but not to the thousands. Yes. Now 1234, here we are estimating to the nearest hundred. So 3 is less than 5. It is rounded down. 1234 becomes 1200. And in 796, 9 here is greater than 5, so it is rounded up. 796 becomes 800. Now the total of 1200 plus 1200 and 800 becomes 2000. So the estimated sum of 1234 and 796 is 2000. Understood? Yes, depending on their place values we are rounding them. Next, estimate 7345 and 15,000 plus 15,893. Again, we have to round off the numbers individually and then find their sums. Now here again the same problem. Here the highest place value is 1000, but in 15,000 the highest place value is 10,000. Now what we'll do? We'll round off both the numbers to the nearest thousands. Yes, to the nearest thousand. Now 7,348. 7,345. We look at the number in hundreds place. It is 3 less than 5. So we are rounding it down. 7,345 becomes 7,000. Now when it comes to 15,893, we are having 8 in the hundreds place, which is greater than 5. So we'll round up. 15 plus 1 becomes 16, and then units, tens and hundreds are replaced by zeros. So 15,893 becomes 16,000. So the estimated sum of 7,345 and 15,893 can be estimated as 16,000 plus 7,000, which is equals to 23,000. Yes students, is this clear? This was about estimating the sums. Now let us look at estimating the differences. Again it is the same. As estimating the sums. The only difference here is here we are going to subtract the estimates. Now 665, 213. Both the numbers have place values up to hundreds. So we round off to hundreds. Yes. Now 665 is rounded to 700. That is rounded up. 213 is rounded to 200. That is rounded down. Now the estimated difference becomes 700 minus 200, which is equals to 500. Clear students? The same procedure is followed. The only difference is that here we are having the minus sign. So we are subtracting both the estimates. Moving on, estimate 7,789 minus 539. See, here again both the numbers 7789, 539. Here 539 has place values only till hundreds. So we'll estimate both the numbers. We'll round off both the numbers to their nearest hundreds. Yes, we'll round off both the numbers to the nearest hundreds. And the first number 7,789. Here 8 is greater than 5, so we round up 7,800. Here 3 is less than 5, so we round down. 539 becomes 500. Now the estimated difference is 7,800 minus 500. Yes, the subtraction symbol is given in the question, so we are subtracting. 7,800 minus 500 is equals to 7,300. Students, moving on. Estimate first, then name the sum or difference. Use your estimate to check the work. Okay. What is he asking us here is, first we need to estimate the sum and then find the actual sum and then compare. Now 41 plus 37. 41 can be, both the numbers have tens as highest place value, so rounding off to tens. 41 can be rounded off as 40, and even 37 will be rounded off as 40, right? Now 40 plus 40 becomes 80. What is this? This is our estimated sum. Now coming to the actual sum, 41 plus 37. 1 plus 7 becomes 8 and 4 plus 3 becomes 7. Yes, this is the actual sum and this is the estimated sum. 78 is very much near to 80. So we can say that it is a reasonable estimate. What is it? It is a reasonable estimate. That means it is a good estimate. If the answer here was, let's say 58, okay, the actual sum was 58 and the estimate we got is 60. The estimate we got is 80. Now can we say this is a reasonable estimate? No, because it is too far from the estimate. So this will not be a reasonable estimate. But in our case we got 78, which is very close to the actual sum is 78, which is very close to the estimated sum 80. So we can say that it is a reasonable estimate. Yes. Moving on to the next question. 33,278 plus 33,278 plus 1,902. Now here we need to round off these numbers to which place? To the nearest thousands. Yes, as 1,902 has only thousands as its highest place, we'll round off these to the nearest thousands. Now 33,278 becomes 33,000, 1,902 becomes 2,000. Now when we add these two, the estimated sum will be 35,000. Yes. Now what will the actual sum be? 8 plus 2 becomes 10, 7 plus 1 8, 9 plus 2 11, 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 1 5, this is a comma, 3 here, 1, this is not comma, 1, yeah, those sum is, actual sum is 35,180 and the estimated sum is 35,000. Now is it a reasonable estimate? Yes, again it is a reasonable estimate because the actual sum is very much nearer to the estimated sum. Clear, students? Yes. Moving on to question number 3. 9,803 minus 5,164. Now again both the numbers have thousands places, so we'll round off to the nearest thousands. This becomes 10,000 here and 5,164 becomes 5,000. It is rounded down. Now when we subtract these two, 10 minus 5 gives us 5,000 as our answer. Now what is the actual difference? We have to, as 4 cannot be subtracted from 3, we borrow it from 9. We borrow 1 from 9. 13 minus 4 becomes 9, 8 minus 6 becomes 2, 8 minus 1 becomes 7 and 9 minus 5 becomes 4. So the actual difference is 4,729. The estimated difference is 5,000. Again, is it a reasonable estimate? Yes, it is a reasonable estimate as both the actuals and estimates are near to each other. Moving on to the fourth question. 1,597 minus 290. Now it has to be rounded off to the hundreds place. Yes. Now this becomes 1,597 becomes 1,600, 290 becomes 300. When we subtract these two, the estimated difference is 1,300. Yes. Now what about the actual difference here? 7 minus 0 becomes 7, 9 minus 9 0, 5 minus 2 becomes 3 and 1 as it is. So the actual difference is 1,307 and the estimated difference is 1,300. Again, this is a very reasonable estimate as both of them are very near to each other. Clear, students? Now coming to the last question. 55,662 minus 3,465. Now again these two numbers have to be estimated to their nearest thousands. This becomes 56,000. Yes, this becomes 56,000 and 3,465 is rounded down to 3,000. When we subtract these two, 56 minus 3 gives us 53,000. Coming to the actual difference, again 2 minus 5 is not possible, so we borrow. 12 minus 5 is 7. Again 5 minus 6 is not possible, so we borrow. 15 minus 6 gives us 9. 5 minus 4 1. 5 minus 3 2 and we are having 5 here. So 52,197 is the actual difference. 53,000 is the estimated difference. Again it is a very reasonable estimate. Understood, students? Yes. This was about comparing the estimates and actuals. Now choose the correct answer for each of these. Rounding off will help you. What are they saying? We need to choose the correct answer for this sum. Okay, the hint given is rounding off will help you. Now let us round off these numbers first. These three numbers are having thousands as their highest places. So let us round off to their nearest thousands. 1678 becomes 1700. Sorry, to the thousands, right? Yes, it becomes 2000, and 2501 becomes 3000. 1356 becomes 1000. So when we add all these three together, the answer we get is 6000. Now among the given options, which option is very much near to 6000? The option very much near to 6000 is 5085. So that will be our correct answer. Okay. Moving on to the next question. 6995 minus 3068. Again, both the numbers have thousands as their highest places. So rounding off to the nearest thousands. 6995 becomes 7000, and then we have 3068, which can be rounded off as 3000. When we subtract these two, the answer we get is 4000. Now among the given options, which is nearer to 4000? Yes, 3927. So that becomes our correct answer. Or else let us cross check. Okay, when we actually subtract 3068 from 6995, this we need to borrow from 5. We need to borrow from 9. 5 becomes 15, 9 becomes 8. 15 minus 8 gives us 7. 8 minus 6 gives us 2. 9 minus 0, 9. 6 minus 3 leaves us with 3. Yes, the correct answer we got is also 3927. But with the help of rounding off numbers, we did it. The calculation was more easy. Yes, the calculation was more easy. Now these are estimating the products and quotients, products and reminders. Yes, multiplication and division. Now here we are having 2008 and multiplied with 3. 2008 multiplied with 3. In such multiplications and divisions, what we need to do is, we need to estimate only one number is enough here, because the other number is already a single digit number, so it is easier to calculate. This other number 2008 is a large number, so we'll estimate it. 2008 can be rounded off as 2000. Yes student, 2008 can be rounded off as 2000. When multiplied by 3, we get the answer as 6000. 2000 into 3 is equals to 6000. So among the given options, the option nearer to 6000 is 6024. So 6024 becomes our correct answer. Okay. Now coming to the last question, 5898. Now this is having thousands place, so we'll round it off to the nearest thousands. 8 is in hundreds place, it is greater than 5, so we are rounding up. 5 plus 1 becomes 6, and ones, tens and hundreds are replaced with zeros. So 5898 becomes 6000, and 6000 divided by 3 is equals to what students? It is equal to 2000. Yes, it is equal to 2000. Now among the given options, which is nearer to 2000, or which number can be rounded off as 2000? 1966. Yes, so 1966 becomes the answer for this 5898 divided by 3. Okay students, I hope this was clear. That's all for today. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.